Hello, everyone, and welcome to Estella's Intuitive Chamber. Um, I want to discuss the recent dreams that I've been having for the last year. They've been really intense, and I'm talking about prophetic dreams, I'm talking about metaphoric dreams, meaningless dreams, meaningful dreams. I'm talking about nightmares and night terrors, all sorts of things. I'm also having really beautiful dreams and dreams that like make me wake up full of energy. I'm also astrally traveling a lot. I'm going to places. I literally sometimes feel like I'm a spiritual journalist. I go out there, I hear conversations that I shouldn't hear, and I see things maybe I shouldn't see. And I just like report on that. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm some type of journalist or something. And it happens very spontaneously. Like obviously I don't go to sleep with the intention of doing that. It just happens so naturally, and it's been happening so ever since I was a kid. In particular is that very recently I'm not like sure if I'm dreaming about the past, I'm dreaming about the present, or I'm dreaming about the future. I'm not really sure. Can be either or can be completely meaningless. But I do know the feeling I wake up with is that either it already happened or it's about to happen. That is the feeling that I generally have. Sometimes I would have just people like showing me stuff or giving me information that like you almost don't know what the hell to do with this information, because I mean you're not like trained to receive certain type of information, and then you don't really know like what am I supposed to do with it but make a YouTube video. Sometimes I just wish I didn't see things I see. And sometimes I can even hear conversations, very private conversations between people. Like I will dream about them. Sometimes I will even like see text messages being texted, and I would like stand behind people and see these messages being sent. And like sometimes you wake up thinking like, okay, it was just a stupid dream. But then sometimes you're like, well, I've just witnessed like really important piece of information. And I almost like, I hold it in me and I just don't know what to do with it, because some of the information is really important and I shouldn't have not seen it or read it in the first place. But I don't know. I just generally feel like I'm some type of spiritual journalist sometimes. I just like travel places and I see places, and I get certain information, I get names, and I just come back. And I always come back the same way. I come back through a portal. Yes, exactly. I come back through a portal in my dreams, and that's how I come back home. And the portal is generally ponds of water, or they can just be like portals that open and I just go through them. I had another dream. Interesting. The weather is getting bad, so I might just like actually wrap this quickly. This is why I don't make videos outside. Every single time I step outside, I don't know. I just have this feeling that everything just comes to life. Okay, so there's a message for the world that I want to go through. How will I begin? I had a dream a couple of months ago that I was in the White House. I was in an oval type of office. They call it the Oval Office. Now, I don't know much about it, to be honest. I was in this oval office with a round table, and there was around 5 people surrounding this table. One of them wasn't really a human, so he's like kind of like half, maybe a hybrid or something. And so I saw this like 5 people, and I saw Donald Trump in the office, and I was like sitting there as well. But I think I was like a bit further back, and there was a discussion, like a really heated discussion going on in this Oval Office. And what was being discussed was that Donald Trump made such a huge gaffe. He offended someone. I don't know who. I didn't hear who he offended. It was such a heated discussion. And I saw these 5 people giving out to Donald Trump. So they were like talking to him, and there was this woman. I had a feeling that she's really, really, really high up into the magic circles, or she's spiritually like really advanced. I don't know if she's a hybrid or I don't know, but I think she's of human origin, but she is very high up. Like she's really, really high in this magic circle. She looks like almost ageless, kind of like she doesn't like age quickly, if you know what I mean. And she's really high up in the circles, and she's almost like acting on behalf of like Donald Trump's like spiritual advisor. I don't know if she's an astrologer or if she's just like this spiritual lady that's very close to Donald Trump, and she's very high in these magic circles, spiritual circles. She's very well known as well, but she's kind of keeps in the shadows. Like everybody knows about her, but she doesn't like make public appearances like that. She likes to have her life really private. And she was in the office sitting, and she was telling Donald Trump, please do not do this. She said to him, always knew you had a big ego. I always knew you had like a really, really like you think really highly of yourself. But I'm telling you right now, you cannot do this, and you must apologize to whoever you offended. And as far as I understood from the conversation, that he offended someone, and I don't think it's to do with the Pope. I knew the Pope was going to die soon. The way it was like displayed to me that Donald Trump was going to make a huge gaffe with someone really important. And I'm talking about someone that not like the Pope or the clergy. I mean, he offended them as well, but he's going to make such a big gaffe that is literally going to create World War III. That's how I felt. I just felt that. I was there listening to this conversation, and it just felt so real. And what really scared me is that I was in this office, and I can feel that this woman was aware that I was there. I shouldn't be there. How did you even get in here? But she was aware that I was there. And I was kind of like a bit scared. I was like, oh shit, like I hope they're not going to turn around and see me. But I kept listening, and she was telling him, look, you cannot do this. You must apologize to this person right now. And apparently the person or the organization that he offended, it's really high up. I mean, they're the masters of the world, almost. Like they own so much. They're super influential. It's like almost he picked the wrong person to mess with, and they're like super offended, and they're like threatening to like blow him up or create World War III. So this spiritual advisor to Donald Trump, she's like, you must not do this. You must apologize right now, or this is going to have major, major issues going forward. And Donald Trump looks at her, and I remember him saying something like, this person is a fucking asshole. I don't want to apologize to the person. I don't, and I could like obviously the hand movement, like, I don't want to apologize. This person is an asshole. This is an asshole. I am not, like, this person can blow me. I don't know, guys, it just felt so real, okay? So real. And the spiritual advisor was saying, you must apologize. I know you have a huge ego. I love you, Donald. We've been working together for such a long time, but you really must apologize. Like, this is like beyond, you've kind of like messed with the wrong person, and it's going to create World War III. And I saw this conversation, and I saw these like 5 people, of which one of them isn't really a human, but he's kind of like acting on behalf of the government. And they all kind of said, like, they were kind of pleading him, like, please, Donald, please apologize. Please don't do this. Don't, like, you can't do this. Like, this actually, it was kind of like, this wasn't really like scripted, you know, with how the world is playing out. Like, that wasn't like really scripted. He was like, he was almost supposed to bow down to someone, and he didn't, because he's just who he is. And he was just like, nah, like, this person can blow me. He's an asshole. And he refused to do it. So yeah, that was the dream. And it was like a huge gaffe, something that he's gonna do to someone or say to someone really, really high up, that's gonna really, like, not bowing down to someone he was supposed to bow down to. And he's gonna really piss off this person. And I kind of got the feeling this could happen, like, I don't know why, I just had a feeling like anytime, I have a feeling more like June, or like the end of June, for a reason. I could be completely wrong. And just as a disclaimer, this could be just a dream. This could mean nothing. This could be just an interpretation of my brain interpreting things when I'm asleep. But I do know something for sure, that I am plagued with dreams, and I am plagued with places I go, and I see things that, as I said, I've seen even conversations and text messages from very private conversation that I later found out that they actually happened. So, and I knew all this information already. So I don't know, it just happens spontaneously. Not every night is like this for me. Like some nights I will dream about nothing and I will go on about my day and like any other human being, nothing special, just any dream like any other dream. But some nights I would be like, what the actual fuck is this? And obviously I write everything down, and like I am hoping that in a couple of years, once I have enough things written down, I will be able to sort of make sense out of all of this that's been happening at night. I'm feeling like really good about this. Obviously, I feel really confident about the dreams I'm having because they have proven to be true. Some of them, not all of them. What do you think about this? I don't know. I mean, it does sound like something he would do. I am just really curious, to be honest. I am curious to who this lady is. She is really powerful. She's like one of the most powerful people in the spiritual circles or magic circles that is serving politicians and other like really famous people. Now I don't know who she is, but I've seen her. Like, the White House is almost like a walking science fiction movie, and it's kind of crazy. I just love the birds singing. It's so beautiful. So let me know what you think. Do you think this was just a dream, or do you think this could potentially represent some type of reality? Do let me know, and stay tuned for more.